Okay, so the next one that I'm going to make is using the solid tube, like the coil that I rolled out and then I poked the hole through. So this one I'm going to use as a bead hanging on the end of a hammered silver wire. So again, I cut out my wire and then I need to bring it over to my anvil here, use my chasing hammer and just hammer just the end of it. And then I want to make sure that I hammer it out wide enough that the bead won't fall all the way through. So it's like a stop or a catch for that bead. And I want to match it so that I have about the same amount hanging or sticking out from the bottom. And then when you hammer it, you'll get some little burrs that could happen on the end of the wire. So I'm just going to use my bench pin here and a file and just file off some of those burrs. Okay. So then I'm ready now to put string my bead on. Whoop. There we go. And then I need to hammer out the other end so that I can drill a hole through it or add a post, solder a post on. So when I'm hammering the end that I'm going to drill the hole through, I want to make sure that it's on the same plane as the hammered end over here. So I'm lining it up so that it's flat. And then I'm going to hammer this end. Okay. Then again, after I hammer this end, I've got some little burrs that I need to clean up with my file. The other thing that's happened is this wire is a little bit bent, and I also don't like the transition between the hammer and the solid wire. So I'm actually going to just hammer the rest of the wire almost all the way down to the bead, just to make it have a little bit of that same handwork texture. And when I do this, it will curl the wire even more, but I can use the mallet, the rawhide mallet, in a second and flatten it out. Turn it over to the other side. Hammer it, use the mallet, flatten it out. So after I hammered out that wire, now I'm going to drill a hole to thread the French ear wire through. So I'm using the 60 drill bit so that my 20 gauge ear wire will thread through and it'll swing a little bit. So I'm going to drill my hole. Okay. And then here I have the hole drilled all the way through. And now I can thread my French ear wire through that. Okay. So again, I'm going to open it up. Thread it through the hole. Close it back up. There's another finished ear.